Hi everybody, welcome back to Shelf Start Stitches. Hope you are all okay and have had a good week. I'm still a little bit under the weather. I've not been well in the week. Not COVID apparently, I've done tests and PCRs, but yeah, couldn't manage to work the whole week in my full-time job and just been sleeping a lot. So yeah, still a bit lurgified, but we carry on, don't we? This is it now. So yeah, welcome back. Hope you are all okay. It's a nice sunny Sunday here today. Just been out for a windswept walk with the husband and a cheeky bacon sarnie. So I have got for you today, we had Yarny arrival. So I placed an order with this company, and also my dog's book arrived from Toft. So I'll show you both those. I'll show you the book first, and I've got my Toft stash bag here behind me, which looks quite small from here on the video, but actually it's quite large if I were to put my head next to it. See? To show you, these are, I don't think I've covered these before on my actual bag. I think I've shown you a couple of patches that I think I've got one at Ali Pally, etc. Because I know I've been through pins before. Maybe I've done some patches, I don't know. Thought I'd go through the bag because we've added to it quite a bit. So yeah, let me show you the yarn first and then we'll go through the bag and the book. So I placed an order with this company. I'm just going to lean over and grab it. Called Twinkknits. Yeah, Twinkknits. I'll pop a link on for Facebook, website, etc. So this is from someone who I've actually been following for a little while. And they actually team up. Twinkknits runs the hand dye at the moment with Lisa's Wee Woolly Wonderfuls hand dye kits. So obviously I know, like, you know, Lisa loves the yarn, and I found Twinkknits a little while before that. So pleased to have sort of those two teamed up, two of my faves. But I placed an order directly with Twinkknits for a couple of yarns because I saw one advertised that I liked, and then I asked Nicola, the owner, if she's got any others, and I ended up with 4 skeins. So the first one I will show you is this one. You'll see the colour, hopefully the sunlight picks that up. So this is pinks and turquoise with some little speckles of purple, if you can see in there. So that's these don't have names, unfortunately. If I find out the names, I'll go back on the site and see if I can find them to show you. But it's very pastel, very sort of pastel-y colour, that one. Pinks and blues and sort of ice tones, I would say, if that makes sense. So that was one. So these are DK yarn, 80% merino, 20% nylon. So they feel a little bit more, because I'm really funny about itchy wools, so they feel a little bit more itchy, I would say, than my normal that I get. But I should be fine with this, because actually it's probably just when you look at the individual strands, they're not too itchy, if you like. Slightly different texture, because I think the normal ones I get a superwash merino, so this is just ordinary merino. So we'll see how we get on with that. So that's that one. And then the other one I looked at is this one, which I don't know why, it just struck me as kind of a cactus and a cactus flower. You know, there's some of those cacti that have like a pink flower come out. Don't know why this struck me, but it's like a pastel green and kind of a neon, but probably a candy floss pink, I'd say, rather than a neon, because it's pastel tones to go with the pastel green. So I thought that might be quite nice for some sort of Toft flower monster. Not really sure yet, but yeah, she's got a website and Etsy and Facebook, so I'll link all that under the video. But yeah, that's that one. And then these I've got were 2 of the same. So I believe this is a colourway that was featured in Lisa's Wee Woolies kits. The latest hand dye edition, which she made, was a fox, and it's completely sold out. And when I saw it, I really loved the colour. So very kindly, Nicola dyed me up some of the colourway. So I've actually got 2. So I'm not sure whether to do a jumper or a shawl. I'm not too sure yet, but that is, again, sort of pastel-y, very pastel-y theme this week. You can tell Easter's coming. I've gone all pastel rather than neon. But that's greens, purples, pinks, a little bit of turquoisey blue in there, a little bit of yellow. Kind of reminds me a bit of mini eggs. Cadbury's chocolate, if you're UK based, Cadbury's mini eggs. Yeah, so those are my 4 skeins, and these really I don't think she charges enough, quite frankly. £14 a skein for the hand dye in DK. I think sock is £13. So yeah, that's really reasonably priced. Probably doing herself a disservice there. Probably could charge more, I feel, when you look at the cost of hand dyed across the board. But yeah, really pleased with those. So that is my Yarny goodness that arrived this week. I came really quickly as well, considering they weren't in stock. She dyed them especially, but they were done, and I think I ordered them Wednesday last week and they arrived I think Monday this week. So yeah, I suppose we're still in this week, aren't we? You know what I mean. Anywho, so that was the yarn that arrived. I do have, yeah, I've got a Siobhan's order coming, but I've done that with Care Bears. I think I told you that last week, or I placed an order last Sunday in Siobhan's update. So yeah, that will come at some point. Probably might come this week, maybe next week, maybe a bit early this week. Right, Toft book that arrived. It's the new dog book. So I didn't have this, mainly because I'm not particularly a dog person. I have wanted for a long time, but we've got the bunny, a sausage dog adaptioned. But yes, I'm a bit scared of dogs, if I'm honest, especially large dogs. My mum's friend used to have a Great Dane called George, and the size of it used to scare me. Probably because I was a child at the time, and Great Danes are ginormous. But yes, anyhow, I'm not an overly dog person, but so I never purchased this book in the first place. And I'm kind of glad then that I didn't, because Kerry has now re-released it with some extra new patterns. So this is a re-release with some additions. So that came this week. So it's quite a thick book. So when you open it, you've got all the dogs inside there, all little pictures of them. So I think at the beginning, you've got how to use the book. Ooh, she says she can. I'm very funny about cracking the spines on books. How to use it. About the yarn. Let's have a look at the list of how many different dogs we've got in here. Where is the contents page? Here we are. This is the list. You can see that, of all the different dogs. So I'll read through a few. I'm not going to read through them all. So they are split into beginner and advanced. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 beginner patterns, and then the rest are classed as advanced. So we've got Labrador, French Bulldog, Poodle, American Water Spaniel, never heard of that. Pugs, Terriers, Cocker Spaniels, Huskies, Basset Hound, Border Terrier, German Shepherd, Staffordshire Bull Terrier, Dachshund, Border Collie, Schnauzer, Dalmatian, Boxer. There's a lot. I think there's something like, yeah, 65 it says on the front, 65 crochet patterns. Then there is a section at the back called crossbreeds. So how to make up your own dog. So I think taking elements from each. So there are some extra patterns there for a cockapoo, which is a Cocker Spaniel and a Poodle, I guess. A Schnoodle, Schnauzer and a Poodle. A Puggle, Pug and a Beagle, not sure, somebody help me out. A Labradoodle, Labrador and a Poodle, and a Cavapoo, which is a Cavalier Spaniel, I assume, and a Poodle. You can tell I don't know dogs. So yeah, there's also a bit about, got all the stitches in the back, so how to increase, decrease, etc. So that's good. Shows you all about your stitches, your chain, foundation ring, slip stitch. Oh good, it shows me about chain loops. I need that for my pattern I'm on at the moment. I was going to Google that later, but there you go. Stuffing, sewing, etc. So yeah, that's very comprehensive, and actually I've seen a couple of dogs that look quite cute. There's a Jack Russell in there that looks quite cute, and a Beagle and a Schnauzer. So although I'm not a doggy person, I do know people with dogs. So yeah, I might make a few of those up for presents. You never know. So I did, because the first 2,000 orders were due to get a Rosie the Dachshund patch, and I was lucky enough to get that. So also hence why I'm showing you the patch bag. But But yeah, let's go through. Let me show you what we've got. It's very heavy because I've got all my Toft yarn in it, so I'll try and hold it up on my knee. So I'm going to try and do this so that you can see all of them-ish. So we have Bridget the elephant. I'm going to test my memory now. Lucy the hare. This is Kerry's patch, Kerry the chameleon. And we have Samuel the koala. Pascal the mandarin duck, who was a crochet along last Easter. So I'm hoping they might do an Easter egg hunt and a crochet along. I think they are doing an Easter crochet along this year, but I don't know what it is. So yeah, we got free Pascal patch last year. Was it last year or the first lockdown? May have been the first lockdown, because that's when I found Toft in about March 2020, and everyone was going mad for the Easter egg hunt. We have Hank the sheep, and that patch comes with this stash bag, which you can buy from Toft, because it's obviously made with the blank shelves for you to be able to iron on your patches or sew them on. So yeah, Hank the sheep. We have Rebecca the sea turtle, which came out when we got all the new kits, and she's slightly coming off there, so I need to iron her back on. Lionel the lemur. This is Emma the bunny, so I had to have bunnies and hares. Then we've got Bryce the shark, Florence the orca. Ooh, see, it's heavy. Oh, Clockwork Nightingale. Can't remember the name. I'll have a look in a minute. I've got the thing in here. I thought that was Florence, but it's not. No. And this is a mini Joanna the lobster, because this was the holy grail of patches, Joanna the lobster. I think the original Joanna has since left Toft. And there was a full-size patch that was given out, I think, as one of the very first patches. So whoever had those, it was the holy grail. So what happened this year was Toft released, or maybe end of last year, did some kits with Create and Craft, and you got a mini lobster patch. I don't mind. It's nice to have the lobster, and it's only a tiny bit smaller than the original. Donna the reindeer. Let me have a look. It's bugging me who that Clockwork Nightingale is, and I've got all my cards in here. I kept them all so I knew who was who. Oh, let's have a look. It's like collector's cards. Estella the Clockwork Nightingale. There you go. Did not remember that. Oh, pop those back in there. See, this you can see is full to bursting, and it's all Toft yarn and Toft like stash bags and wool bags in there. Right, let's turn around. So we've got here, we've got the 2021 Advent Feather Patch here, which that was with my Jasper Resplendent Quetzal. We've got Deeds Not Words. This was just released because of the Making Women History and International Women's Day. So we've got the Suffragette patch. Rosie the Dachshund sausage dog. They came with my book, so that got put on. This was an Advent pair. Yes, because it came with the 12 Birds of Christmas book. So, Partridge in a Pear Tree. Rachel the Bedlington Terrier. Met Rachel at Ali Pali and again at Unravel. Evie the Chihuahua. I did meet Evie at Ali Pali as well. Tash the Sloth. And then we've got 2 birthday cupcakes, because they released 9 of them when it was their birthday. Yeah, it was their birthday, not Create and Crafts. Yeah, because it's got 2021 on there. In all different colours, yeah, 9 different colours, because they each had, like, on the back of this had, like, I think a grape pattern, this had orange pattern, etc. But the reason I got purple in my order, because it was 1 random per order, so that was a nice fluke. And then orange I did purchase off of somebody selling one, because these were literally this sort of shade colours from our wedding. So we had purple and orange theme, because I love Cadbury's purple and my husband loves bright orange. So I thought that was quite nice. It had a meaning. I wasn't going to collect all 9 of them. It was too much effort. And also then you just got 9 of the same cupcake patches, but that's got special meaning to me with the colours. So there are all my patches, and I've only got a little bit of space on the middle shelf and then a bottom shelf left here. And then I'm going to be running out of room on this stash bag. Although I could add some on the sides here. I could make some of my own, a couple of shelves. for some extra patches, because I've got the I've got a Cricut machine, so I could maybe try and do something iron on or with the vinyl to try and make some extra shelving. But yeah, it's very heavy. I have got, oh, I've got to turn that around because it won't sit down. I've got in here a vacuum packed bag of yarn, but I think the vacuum side of it has, I think it's started to expand again, so it's got quite heavy again. Anywho, that is my stash bag from Toft. So we'll see if there's some sort of Easter patch coming. They have done a new, there's a couple, I don't have a full set by any means, Dutch bunny, which was, is it Emma? No, Emma's that one on there. Oh goodness, can't for the life of me remember. Beth the Dutch bunny, I think, which I really want to get because I used to have a Dutch bun. But yeah, we'll collect them as and when. It's nice to collect them at the shows because I've been to a couple of shows now and got them, but the rest of them I've kind of accumulated either from freebies when you order directly from Toft or with kits, or I have purchased a couple of the ones that I really wanted. So, but I don't spend a fortune on them. They can go for ridiculous money. But there you go. So that's the arrivals this week. I'm trying to be good at the moment, so I don't think I have, apart from my Siobhan's order, I found a nice pattern, funnily enough, a Toft pattern in a magazine I had, to maybe make into a shawl. So that might be my next project with some of my hand dye, because it looks like quite a straightforward pattern for me. I think it's all mainly trebles, so I might try that next. But yeah, so I will let you know if anything else comes. As always, we'll do a haul video. But yeah, for now, that's everything I've got. So I'm going to pop up another video of where I'm at with my Toft Queen cow. So if you want to check that out, that should be after this video, to show you progress on her, because I've got to get her finished before I start the next project. So as always, thank you for watching. I'll link Twinkknits, and I'll also link the Toft Dogs book and that if you would like to go and have a look on their site. But yeah, thank you for watching. Have a good week, and I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye.